안녕하세요, 펠린입니다. Welcome to class today, and my name is Pelin. Alright, okay, so today I'm going to talk about 이용하다 and 사용하다. Alright, I get this question a lot from my students when we talk about in class, and they kind of hear both, right? You kind of hear people using both, right? 이용하다 and 사용하다. Alright, so how is it different and when do we use which one? So the other word is 쓰다. Okay, 쓰다 in its adjective form means bitter. Right, or in its verb form, it means to write or even means to use. Okay, now 쓰다 is actually used very widely. Okay, it's more like it's a Korean word. Okay, whereas 이용하다 and 사용하다 is actually a Hanja word. Right, so you kind of know that when we use a Chinese or Hanja character word, all right, it's usually in a more official or more proper setting, more formal setting, but not necessarily all the time. Okay, so 이용하다 and 사용하다 is a Hanja character word. Alright, I'll go through with you how they're different, alright, and what the Hanja character actually means. Now, before I go on to share with you the differences between them, alright, if you like my videos, alright, if you find them useful for your Korean studies, please like, share, and subscribe. So let's jump into class. Okay, so 이용하다 and 사용하다. Alright, if you Google translate it, it both means to use. Okay, so then how is it different? So the Hanja character for 용 actually means to use. Okay, and therefore 이용하다 and 사용하다 has got both the word or the meaning to use. Now, if you look at this sentence, both sentences over here can use 이용하다 or 사용하다. Right, 날씨할 때 저렁이를 미끼로 사용합니다. 낚시를 할 때 저렁이를 미끼로 사용합니다. Both is fine, okay? Both it's okay. Alright, but how are they different? So the first one I'm going to talk about is 이용하다. Right? 이용하다. When is 이용하다 used? Right? 이용하다, or how is 이용하다 used? Now, 이용하다 is used in a sense that this Hanja character 이 actually means 리. Okay, so 리용, okay, 이용, okay? So it means 리, and this 리 actually means to use something to your advantage that benefits you. Okay, so it has to be something that you use for your own purpose in a way that it's advantageous to you. It's usually used more frequently with services, I would say maybe transportation, or even places. Okay, it's more usually used among these three. Now, be very careful when you use it on a person. Okay, when you use it on 사람, and be very careful when you use it on a person. When you use it on 사람, okay, it actually means that you are making use of this person to your advantage. Okay, so it can be a little bit bad in that sense, right? You are making use of someone. Okay, but otherwise, then you are making use of a certain transport or a certain service, certain website or application for your advantage. Okay, let's look at an example. 지하철을 이용하세요. 지하철을 이용합니다. Now, you actually use this service, which is the subway, for your advantage, right? For you to commute, for your benefit. 그래서 지하철을 이용합니다. 버스를 이용합니다. Alright, 저는 이 동영상을 이용해서 한국어를 공부해요. Right? That's also possible, right? You're actually using this video, so it's actually a service for you, and you use it for the purpose of your Korean learning, right? For you to learn Korean, which is to your advantage, right? 그래서 저는 이 동영상을 이용해서 한국어를 배워요. 한국어 공부를 해요. You can use it in that way. Now, also, when we use 이용하다, we actually use it more with 으르 or 으로. Okay, so here are a few examples. For example, 대부분의 사람들은 버스를 교통수단으로 이용합니다. Now, 교통수단 is like a transportation method. So most people actually use the bus as a means of transport, right? 으로 means via, so via a transportation means. And what do they use as a transportation means? Right? They use the bus. 버스를 교통수단으로 이용해요. Alright, so this is how you use with 으로. Okay, so it's usually 뭐뭐으르, 뭐뭐으로, 어로, depending on its 받침, 이용하다. Okay, now let's look at 사용하다. 사용하다 comes from this Hanja character 使用. Okay, 使. Now, what does this 使 means? Alright, so 使用, alright, or rather, or 사용 actually means to use it for a certain goal or purpose that you have. Okay, so you actually use it because you want to obtain, you want to achieve your goal or the purpose. Now, in other words, it means to enable you something, to enable you to be able to do something, to enable you to obtain something, to enable you to reach your goal or your purpose, right? And in other words, it also means to employ, all right? Unlike 이용하다, it kind of means to utilize something, right? Whereas this is to use it to achieve or to employ certain methods, certain tools, certain solutions for you to achieve a goal or a purpose that you have. Now, 사용하다, on the other hand, is more frequently used with things. Alright, so it's more frequently used with things, stuff, or even tools. Okay, that you actually use this tool or this thing to help you achieve your goal. Alright, so let's look at some examples. 컴퓨터를 사용해서 숙제를 해요. 컴퓨터를 사용해서 숙제를 했어요. Now, how did you did your homework? Alright, doing your homework is a goal or a purpose that you want to achieve. Alright, and how did you achieve it? You actually achieve it by using the computer, right? Or employing this tool, which is the computer, to achieve your outcome or the goal that you have in mind. 컴퓨터를 사용해서 숙제를 하세요. Please use the computer to achieve your homework, right? To complete your homework or to do your homework, okay? Now, 사용하다 is also used more with 에 or 에게. Okay, so in what way, right? In what kind of example, right? So let me give you an example. 어른에게 존댓말을 사용합니다. Now, when do you use 존댓말? When do you use formal speech or honorifics, right? You use it when you are speaking to an elderly. 그래서 어른에게 존댓말을 사용합니다. 사용하세요. 사용합니다. Alright. 저렁이를 미끼로 사용한다. Alright, so in this case, this is also when you use as 로. Okay, so when you use 으로 or 로, you can use it for both 이용하다 and 사용하다. However, when you use 이용하다, you do not use 에게 or 에. Okay, so an 에게 or 에 is only used with 사용하다. Alright. Now, 이용 and 사용, as you know, they both Hanja words, right? And we place 하다 next to it to form a verb, which means that instead of 하다, we can also place a noun to form another word or another noun. So, for example, 이용 plus a noun. What kind of noun? For example, 시간, time. What kind of time? Alright, again, 이용 is to use a service or an application or website. Now, if let's say you are using the library, okay, it's a service. Now, what time to what time is the library open, right? Or the computer lab, okay, you are using this service, right? What time to what time is this service available to you? Alright, 이용 시간. Alright, so for example, from 9 to 6, alright, this is the time where you can use this service. 이용 시간. 이용 안 해도 하고, 이용 안에 it's information, right? It's instruction. Okay, so 이용 안에, okay, how do you use it? How the information and instruction of utilizing this service, right? 이용 안에. Okay. Now again, it's not just any information or instruction. It's actually an information or instruction for you to utilize this service. So if you go to the gym, alright, they'll tell you, okay, this is what you should do, what you can't do, you blah 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 blah, right? 이용 안에. Okay. Now on the other hand, we have got 사용, alright? 사용 방법. 사용 방법. What is 방법? 방법 means it's a method, right? 방법 is also a Hanja word, alright? So what kind of method is it? 사용 방법. 사용 방법. Right, the method to use this tool or the method to use this item, for example. Okay, how do you use this new oven, right? 사용 방법. Okay, all right. 그래서 이용 plus another noun. Usually, when you add this noun, it's usually another 한자 character. Okay, so 한자 characters makes beauty in the sense that you place both together, it's a new word. All right. So 이용 시간, 이용 안에, 시간 and 안에, 방법, they are all 한자 words. All right. So 이용 시간, 이용 안에, 사용 방법. All right. And if you find them useful, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Now, again, if you have any words or anything that you're confused about, you're not sure about the differences, right? Please leave a comment in the comment boxes or leave your questions in the comment boxes, and I'll make a video to explain them to you to help you with your Korean learning journey. All right, so thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.